Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks for the opportunity. Here we are from Group 6 will present about system documentation and audit computer-based information system. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Milia Putri Alamanda and my study number is 2019310036.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the opportunity. My name is Hana Aniranti Putri. My student number 2019310079.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dionis Yahya. My student number is 201931085.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for your opportunity. My name is Sadi Aksara Maulana. My student number is 2019 310103.
Thanks for the opportunity. My name Muhammad Abdullah Ashi Abluda. My student number is 2019310134.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for opportunity. My name is Pramudia Tibu Cacaksena. My student number is 2019 310-148.
Auditing computer-based information system. Before we discuss about auditing computer-based information system, we must know what the meaning of auditing computer. Auditing computer consisting of two. Firstly is internal auditing. The meaning of internal auditing is an assurance and consulting activities designed to add value and increase organizational effectiveness and efficiency, as well as achieve organizational goals. Secondly is auditing. The meaning of auditing is objectively obtaining evidence about economic action and events to ensure the degree of conformity between this assertion and established criteria.
Next, several different types of internal audit. There are several different types of internal audit. Number 1, financial audit. To check the reliability and integrity of financial transaction, accounting record, and financial report. Number 2, information system or internal control audit. To check the control of NCA to assess its compliance with internal control policies and procedure and its effectiveness in safeguarding assets. Number 3, operational audit. Economically and efficiently on resource and achieving the goals and objectives set. Number 4, compliance audit. To determine whether the entity is in compliance with applicable laws, regulation, policy, and procedure. Number 5, investigative audit. To examine possible incident of fraud. Next, properties of auditing. Consisting of 1. Audit planning. Audit planning to determine why, who, when, and by whom the audit will be carried out. There are 3 types of audit risk. The first, inherent risk. Material risk due to unavailability of internal control. Second, control risk. Material that will go beyond the internal control structure into the financial statement. Third, detection risk will be auditor and their audit procedure will fail to detect a material error or misstatement. I think it's enough. The next material will be explained by my partner.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity. I will explain about a collection of audit evidence. Here are most common ways to collect audit evidence. And then one, observation of the activity being audited. Example, witnessing how data control personnel handle data processing work as they are received. And then two, examination of documentation to understand how a particular process or internal control system should function. And then three, discussion with employees about their work and how they carry out certain procedure. And then four, a questionnaire to collect data. And then five, a physical examination of the quantity and or condition of tangible assets such as equipment and inventory. And then six, confirmation. Written communication with an independent third party to confirm the accuracy of information, such as customer account balance. And then seven, reperformance. Perform another calculation to verify quantitative information. And then eight, vouching. Comparing journal entry and accounting ledger with documentary evidence to verify that a transaction is valid, correct, properly authorized, and properly recorded. And then nine, analytical review, examination of the relationship between different data sets. Abnormal or unusual relationship and trend are invitation. Next, I will present about evaluation of audit evidence. And then one, materiality. The number of error, fraud, or omission that will influence the decision of a prudent user of financial information. And then two, reasonable assurance. Having full assurance that correct information is expensive. The auditor achieved a reasonable level of risk that the audit conclusion is false.
Okay, next I will explain the result of the communication audit. Result of the communication audit divided into two. Okay, the first is risk-based audit shooting. The following approach the evaluation of internal control, called the risk-based audit approach, provide a framework for conducting an information system audit. Determine the threat, fraud, and error that the company will face. Identity control procedures that prevent, detect, or remedy threat. Evaluation control procedure. Control is evaluation in two ways, namely one, system review, and two, control test. Evaluation control weakness to determine their impact in the type, timing, or level of audit procedure. Compensating control procedures that compensate for weakness in data control. In the second is audit information system. Audit information system. The purpose of information system audit is to examine and evaluate the internal control that protect the system. Okay, I will explain the text for testing and authorized program things exist three. The first is the source code comparison program. The second is reprocessing, and the third is parallel simulation. Okay, I think it's enough. The next material will be explained by my partner. Thank you.
The purpose of my presentation is joint audit technique. Concurrent audit technique is a software that continuously monitors a system while it processes original data and collects, evaluates, and reports information on system reliability. Embedded audit module. Segments of program code that perform the audit function, report test result, and store evidence that is stored for the auditor examination. The auditor usually use the following 5 joint audit techniques. Number 1, integrated test facility. Inserting a whistleblower entity in a company system. Processing test transaction to update them will not affect actual record. Number 2, snapshot technique. Mark transaction with a special code, record them and their master file record before and after processing, and store data to then verify that all processing steps are carried out correctly. Number 3, system control audit review file or SCARF. Use an embedded audit module to continuously monitor transaction activity, collect data on transaction of specific audit signification, and stores it for later identifying and investigating questionable transaction. Number 4, audit hooks. Audit routines that notify auditor of questionable transaction, usually as they occur. Number 5, continuous and intermittent simulation embeds an audit module in a DBMS that use specific criteria to check all transactions that update the database. Analysis of the logic program. Auditor use the following software package. Automate flowcharting program. Software that interprets the source code of a program and generates a flowchart over the program logic. Automate decision table program. Software that interprets the source code of a program and produce a decision table based on the program logic. Scanning routine. Software that searches a program for all occurrences of certain component. Mapping program. Software that identifies program code that is not executed. Program tracking. Sequentially prints all program steps performed while a program is running, mixed with regular output so that the sequence of events executed by the program can be observed.
Thank you for opportunity. In here, I want to explain about audit software. Audit software is divided into 2. The first is computer assisted audit technique or CAAT is audit software that use specification provided by the auditor to produce a progress to perform the audit function. Here I some of the more important use of CAAT. 1. Request a data file to contain records that meet certain criteria. 2. Create, update, compare, download, and combine files. 3. Summarize, sort, and filter data. 4. Access data in a different format and convert data into a common format. 5. The test records for quality, completeness, consistency, and correctness. 6. Split notes by grade, select and analyze statistical samples. 7. Testing specific risks and identifying how to control those risks. 8. Perform calculation, statistical analysis, and other mathematical operation. 9. Perform analytical tests such as ratio and trend analysis, looking for unexpected or unexplained data patterns that might indicate fraud. 10. Identification financial leaks, non-compliance with policies, and data processing errors. 11. Reconcile physical counts with computed amount. Test the cashier's accuracy of expansion and balance. Test copy items. 12. Format and print reports and documents. Create electronic spreadsheets. And the second is Generalized Audit Software or GAS. Is the tool used by auditors to automate various audits. The following are some of the Generalized Audit Software or GAS function. 1. Pooling of retrieving data from structure files, media files, and layout records of the company being audited. 2. Calculate with data. 3. Carry out comparisons with data. 4. Summarize data. Audit operational SIA. The first step is planning the audit. The next step is evidence gathering, including the following activities. 1. Check operating policies and documentation. 2. Confirm the procedures with management and operating personnel. 3. Observing function and operating activities. 4. Review financial and operating plans and reports. 5. Test the accuracy of operating information. 6. Test control. I think is enough from me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.